You must wait outside. There is a process.
Thailand.
This is unacceptable.
Is it racism or a reality check? Thailand is changing, and it's changing fast. For years, Pattaya was known as a man's playground, a place where everybody from anywhere could show up, blend in, disappear, or reinvent themselves. Kind of like I did. But that era, it might be over.
Pattaya police are fed up with continued complaints in South Pattaya from mostly Kuwaiti tourists racing motorbikes around the area dangerously. This is mostly in areas like Soyen Sabai and around the VC Hotel area.
Raids are happening, crackdowns are happening, police are making moves I've never seen, and I've been living here north of 6 years. And Thai residents, they've tolerated a lot. The smiles are disappearing, the hospitality is more blunt. Some of the Thais are finally saying, enough. Enough. While I was in Singapore, 8 men were arrested in an illegal gambling ring right inside my own building. Now this is supposed to be an upscale building, y'all. My neighbors were shocked and have been extremely involved into making sure this never happens again. People from all over the world, 3 countries in particular that I will not name, have taken advantage and gamed the system. The patience of the Thai people is wearing thin. Certain parts of Pattaya have been completely overrun. The ecosystem is shifting. More and more YouTubers are making videos about this. We're going to check out 2 of my favorite YouTubers here in Thailand, Passport Pro and Buzzin' Pattaya. Thailand is cleaning things up and taking out the trash. Now, does that make this racism or a reality check? That's the question. I want to hear from you guys and know what you think.
This video of a group of Indian tourists dancing at a popular tourist attraction in Thailand has been going viral, with many criticizing their behavior as lacking in basic civic sense. The video exploded online amid a slew of similar clips showing Indians dancing or playing loud music in public places abroad. A few days ago, a video went viral showing a group of Indian men playing loud music and dancing on the streets of Toronto, causing what many thought was a public disturbance.
Online, the conversation is exploding. Some say it's racism, some say it's factual, some say it's long overdue. And today, we're going to break all of that down without sugarcoating a damn thing.
Thailand's Immigration Bureau is tightening visa rules in response to growing concerns over abuse by repeat foreign visitors. The new crackdown targets individuals who enter multiple times under the visa-exempt entry scheme, often staying in the country for extended periods without proper documentation.
Visa rules are tightening, border runs are shutting down, banks are closing their doors to foreigners. Thailand is quietly, and not so quietly, getting rid of the Cheap Charlie era. That's a white slang term for their version of Pookies, low IQ, and low vibrational people. First, let's check out Passport Pro. He's going to talk about a particular group of people that have been making the news lately, and in no way am I making this a race issue about one particular group of people, but this has been the general consensus out here lately. Tap in and let me know what you think. Remember, when you point out a certain group of people, that does not mean the entire group of people. Not all, not all, not all. But this is what's been going on in Pattaya for the better part of 6 months. Cheap Charlies, which they say, is driving tourism down and affecting the entire community here in Thailand.
Thailand has officially hit the red line and the crackdown has begun. Immigration isn't whispering anymore, they're swinging hard. In just 48 hours, Pattaya saw 22 Indian nationals detained in 2 separate raids, one on a secret safe house packed with overstayers, the other inside a condo filled with laptops, 22 phones, and a whole online gambling network moving 2 million baht. Let's be real for a second. Let's have an unfiltered talk about what Thailand and Pattaya looks like right now. If you scroll through the comments on any recent travel vlog, the sentiment is unanimous. It's brutal. One comment from a guy named Dave sums it up. I'm in Pattaya right now and can't believe the amount of Indians and Indian businesses everywhere. It's sad to see such a decline. For decades, Pattaya was the playground of the West. You had the Brits, the Aussies, the Americans, the Scandinavians. It was a melting pot of retirees and partygoers. Sure, it was seedy, sure, it was wild, but there was an ecosystem. Fast forward to 2024 and 2025. Indian arrivals have surged by 340% since 2019. 340%. That is not an uptick. That is a tsunami. And look, I'm not here to bash a nationality that's lazy, but I am here to tell you what the people on the ground are seeing. They are seeing a fundamental change in the DNA of the city. Walking Street used to be a mix of everything. Now, one commenter put it perfectly, it looks more like a walking street in Mumbai. You have clubs blasting music that caters to one specific demographic. You have restaurants that only serve one type of cuisine. But it's not just about the food or the music, it's about behavior. You know the meme, we've all seen it. The one bottle of Chang beer from 7-Eleven and 5 straws. It sounds like a joke, right? A stereotype until you talk to the bar managers. I saw a comment from a guy who ran a bar on Soy 6. He said it straight. Often they come in and buy 1 or 2 beers to share in their group, often 3 to 6 men moving around together, calling me and asking which girl would go with them for cheap. This is the cheap Charlie economy, and it is driving the local businesses and the old school expats absolutely insane. But here is where the story turns from cultural annoyance to criminal enterprise. While the tourists are complaining about noise and smells, the Thai police have been watching something much darker. The police get a tip-off. There's a house on Soy Sukhumvit, Pattaya, 57. From the outside, it looks normal, maybe a bit quiet. But inside, they raid the place. And what do they find? 17 Indian men, 17 people living in one house. This isn't an Airbnb party, this is a barracks. The police start checking papers. 2 of them have valid tourist visas. Okay, fine, but the other 15, overstayers. And not just, I missed my flight by a day, overstayers. We are talking about people who've gone off the grid, but it gets better. Or worse, depending on how you look at it. They raid a condominium nearby. 5 more Indian nationals arrested. And look at what they seized. This wasn't luggage and souvenirs. They found 22 mobile phones, 3 laptops, 1 tablet, stacks of credit cards and account books. You don't need 22 phones to call your mom back in Delhi. The police investigation linked this equipment to online gambling credit top-ups targeting India. Think about that.
Now, Buzz in Pattaya is going to talk about the crackdown. He takes us in an actual lawyer's office so we can get it straight from the lawyer. They talk about the end of border runs as we know it and visa rules going from relaxed to strictly black and white. No pun intended. And what I do at the end of Zoom Fest, I put together a business dinner symposium where my lawyers are included in the package to answer any and all legal questions regarding Thailand, retirement, visas, opening a business, all of that stuff. And they're going to weigh in on this as well. And on top of that, they not hard to look at.
Just like you have a twin. Hey, let it go, baby, let it go. Let it go.
All right, so joining me is Mark. How you doing, man?
Oh, very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm getting asked all the time about what's going on regarding the visa. As I said when I walked down here, there's all the changes going on. So I'm going to sit here quietly and I'm going to let this man here, our expert, explain all the changes that are going on and put everyone's mind either at rest or just warn them and say, guys, your days are numbered.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'll leave it to you.
As you're all aware, last Friday there was an announcement made by Thai immigration, or pushed into this announcement, about border runs, about the amount of visa exemption entries you're allowed within a year, and also about the amount of extensions you're allowed to do within the year. So let me explain the current rules now. So you're allowed to do 2 visa exemption entries per year maximum. Now, that is not flexible. That is, and they expect you to do 1 in the first 6 months, 1 in the second 6 months. Contrary to belief, you theoretically now can only do 1 visa extension per year. That's not to say I can't get 2, so I'll just leave it at that. But the law is actually 1. Border runs, as of last night, are completely off the table. They're not being done whatsoever. No such thing as a border run at the moment. If you enter on visa exemption, you cannot do a border run. Simple as that. So, options if you wish to enter Thailand for a little bit longer. Get the correct visa. The correct visa if you want to come here for, say, 3 or 4 months at a time. Bearing in mind your maximum stay per year is 180 days. Is to apply for the single entry tourist visa from your local Thai embassy prior to arrival. Then you're not arriving on a visa exemption, you're arriving with a correct visa. If you wish to do your 180 days in one stint, that's fine. You get a 60-day multiple entry tourist visa, which allows you to enter 3 times, giving you the maximum of 180 days per year. You can be out a month in between if you want to go to Vietnam for a month or you want to go to Cambodia for a month, provided you have that last 3rd entry within the valid period of the visa. But then you cannot come back in on visa exemption after you've done the 3 entries until the following year. Now, the yearly entries are from the 1st of January, 31st of December, so it's a calendar year.
Yeah.
If you guys are coming very, very shortly and have done more than 2 exemptions already, get the appropriate visa if you have time. Get it now, because you're highly likely to be turned around at immigration and sent back.
Wow.
I've had guys at the airport in the last 2 days, 3 o'clock this morning, I had a phone call. I stupidly forgot to turn the phone off. Stuck in immigration, being sent back. End of story. No option, nothing he could do. Simply because he'd been here twice already and he'd done a visa run once already. So he hadn't even stayed 180 days. He just simply entered too many times. So think about it before you come. Get the appropriate visa. Go to your local embassy, go to the Thai e-visa site, which is thaievisa.go.th. You make an account on there. It'll then direct you to whatever kind of visa you want and tell you the requirements. Then you log on to your appropriate embassy in your country. So in London, for instance, it would be the London embassy. Australia, whichever is the closest one in Australia. And you apply for that particular visa. If you're coming for a retirement visa now, and you can fulfill the requirements of obtaining the 90-day, not single entry, non-immigrant visa in your own country, then it's advisable to do that, because obtaining a retirement visa now, although it's still possible to do the whole thing in the country, and I've got a couple of ways which I can do it, and including the bank account, it is much more difficult and much more expensive. Obtaining the 90-day in your own country makes it the most affordable way to do it, the easiest way to do it, and by far the most affordable way to do it, the easiest way to do it, fastest way to do it, less hassle. It's done in less than 5 working days. You're finished if you can obtain the non-O. If you can't do it because of the computer skills, you maybe lack computer skills, get in touch with me, we'll help you. We'll do it on your behalf, no problem. But if you can do it in your own country, then it's much better for you. The requirements for that are, you need to give 3 months back bank statements. Must have, in pounds, around £19,000 in there for the 3 consecutive months, or an income above 65,000 Thai baht, whatever that is in dollars or UK pounds. You need something to prove your address in the UK. It can be a utility bill, council tax bill, even a driving license, as long as the driving license is in the same name as the bank statements. You'll need your passport, and you'll need a passport photo under 6 months old. You'll need a UK telephone number, and the last thing you'll need is a flight to Thailand. So you'll need a booked flight to Thailand to make that application. Once you've made the application, it should take no more than 14 days, anything between 7 to 14.
Regarding that link that Mark just spoke about, what I'll do is I'll put the link in the video description down below. So when you do look in the video details, you just click that link and then like what the instructions Mark gave you there. I just want to ask you a question. If I'm flying, if I fly in and fly out and I'm doing it regular, is that an issue?
It makes no difference whether you're crossing the border or flying in and out. It hasn't done a good few years now. People, years ago, used to say you could fly in as many times as you want, and you could, not anymore.
So how will this affect, like I'm just looking at a scenario now. I know some guys that work offshore, they'll go off for 6 weeks, and then come back here because they've got a long stay condo here, and then they'll stay here for say 30 days or 2 weeks, where then they'll fly off, go and do their work again, and then come back. Sometimes they might come in and out, say 4 or 5 times. Are they in under the spotlight? Is that something that might change, or will they be okay?
It will be under the spotlight if they're entering on visa exemption. So what they're going to need to do is get 60-day single entries. You can get as many single entries as you want during the year, provided you're not staying more than 180 days in total. I've got a lot of gold miners that do 2 week on, 2 week off, do it all the time. I've got one particular guy, he actually drinks in your bar. He just did an elite visa because he's too young to get in a retirement.
Boy, I know it.
I've got a lot of them on retirement visas who never do a 90-day report because they don't spend 90 days here. Simple as that, you know. But if they get the single entry tourist visa and they don't stay, like you say, they stay 2 weeks or 3 weeks, they can use their 2 exemptions and then get a single entry tourist visa for the other entries. So there is appropriate visa out there if you need to do it, you know.
So if you are coming out, flying in for like just 2 weeks, you can do that as many times as you want.
Yeah. Provided you have the correct visa to enter.
Yeah, but it's only if you want to try and extend it to stay for this 90-day stuff that's when they're going to say, right, hold on, let's have a look.
Yeah, they'll start to look at it.
Right, I got you.
There's not even a little bit of flexibility. I got a guy who's been here 3 times this year already. He's not stayed more than 21 days maximum on each stay. There's not even any flexibility for them to say, where there was before, they had the right to say, well, short stays, you're a genuine tourist, obviously, like you're talking about, guys. Yeah. They let it go. Now it's not the case. It is black and white.
If you guys enjoyed the stream, make sure to support your boy so I can keep the movement going. The content is free. But if you appreciate the work I put in, show your boy some love on the Cash App, Zoom to Thailand, or PayPal, Zoom to Thailand. And if you want a one-on-one with the Travel OG, book a consultation so we can have that one-on-one. You dig? Pause. And I want to give a shout out to my Patreon members because the Patreon is growing. The Patreon is for general support as well as me giving you editing tips if you want that tier. There's a tier for shouts out to your channel, but most of y'all come to check out the Zoom After Dark clips, the clips I can't show you here. But boy, there's a lot going on the Zoom After Dark tier, you dig? Tiers start from $5 and go up from there. You can also click the link in the description to book a consultation with the Travel OG formally, or if you need to get at me right away, hit the Cash App. The 90-minute consultation is $350 for now. 2026!
Hey, they hit that shit the first time.